Good evening, everybody. My name is Manish Kumar. I am in the category of who is living here more than 30 years, sir. uh, also, I'm a vice chairman of Moscow Chamber of Commerce. Why I'm telling because some of the Russian perspective I will put in. As His Excellency already explained, and we all know that you have started your career when it was the Soviet Union, and you know much better this part of the world. We have seen your growth as a diplomat, as a seasoned diplomat, and the whole world and the many, as His Excellency told, that they all praise you like a, and we all countrymen are really proud of you because India's foreign policy is a good hand. And if I request everybody to give you the standing ovation. Sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your concern. Now coming to my question, sir, because you have already explained so much about the, the relation of India, Russia, and all the perspective. If we ask you, because we live in this part of the world from many, many years, our families, our kids are here. So how would you see the India-Russia relationship down the time after 5 years, when the geopolitical situation worldwide changing very dynamically? And the situation where we see the Russia only as a strategic friends or privileged partner, or we can see on some more global arena. And immediately I'll use this chance to put the second question, which concerns to all our Indians here. Active discussion is going on in India for the dual citizenship. And regarding this, we would like to ask, now we are in a country which is hardly sanctioned. And if we Indians living here can have the two citizenship, it is so good for us because we don't lose the identity of as a, because we want to be a proud Indian. We can do the business all over the world. Similarly, we can have the Russian. Thank you very much, sir.
Let me respond, and I will keep my answers short in the hope that you'll all keep your questions short after that. So first of all, India-Russia, where do we see it 10 years from now? Look, India and Russia are major powers, okay? What differentiates major powers from others is, even if there are ups and downs in their fortunes, they have that kind of spirit and that resilience and that capability to go through the tough times so that they keep going through, till they again, are able to, in a sense, fully express their capabilities. Given the kind of picture, the analysis that I did for you of the last 70, 80 years, I have no doubt that this relationship will get stronger. Because, I'd actually put it to anybody. Is there today actually, has there been in the last 70, 80 years any big problem between India and Russia? We may not always agree, but we have taken great care not to cause a problem for the other country. Now, not all countries do that, So I think if we continue to show that sensitivity and that wisdom, which we have done in the past, I am very sure that this relationship will only grow from strength to strength. And I think even in the last few years, I see frankly, for example, a greater Russian focus on Asia. And I think that is partly one reason why our trade has grown so much in the last 2 years. So I'm very confident that that direction, and certainly I will endeavor to work in that direction where the relationship will keep going. On the dual citizenship, I get that question a lot. I understand why I get that question. It is a very complicated issue, particularly for a country like India, because there are many aspects. There are economic aspects, there are legal aspects, there are security aspects to this. About 20 years ago, we found a kind of a middle ground, okay? And the middle ground was the OCI card. For the moment, the middle ground is the solution which is the available solution. I know from the community, and I understand from the community why there is an interest, because there are more people abroad, their stakes in India, their investments in India, their relationships in India have grown. So it is a matter on which between, I would say, the NRI, PIO community, and the government, I expect that conversation to continue. on the payment system, but before the payment system, you actually made one remark. The remark was that we stand up for Indians. You know why we stand up for Indians? For a very, one is a matter of pride. You cannot say I'm a rising power, I'm a big power, I'm influential country if you do not look after your people, because that is the test. It's like a family. If a family has to have respect, that family must learn to take care of all its members. If they get into trouble somewhere, if somebody falls behind, somebody stays apart, it is our duty to take care of that family. That kind of sentiment guides us. But it's also a fact today that because so many Indians and people of Indian origin work abroad, that responsibility is very much higher. That there are actually today 3.5 crore, 35 million Indians and people of Indian origin working abroad or living abroad. So there are very few countries who have that responsibility. So for us today, and half of them are actually still Indian passport holders. So we take that responsibility very, very seriously. Certainly I can tell you, Prime Minister himself, because in his own experience prior to becoming Prime Minister, he had in his travels a very strong connect with Indian community abroad. It is something from day one. If you remember, one of his first forays outside the country was actually to go and, in the USA, you had Madison Square Gardens. Every place that he has gone to, he has made it a point to interact with the diaspora, and that has been our consistent kind of approach. On trade settlements,